Hi, my name is Michaela Martin, and for this project, I chose a book on coyotes. So it's called Nature's Predators Coyotes by Teresa Hyman, and it uses real photographs and it doesn't have any animations or cartoons, drawings, just photographs. So, a little bit about Teresa Hyman. Teresa Hyman has written 6 different children's books. One is called The Pyramids of Giza, Great Structures in History, and that was written in 2004. She also wrote another one just called Pyramids, The Wonders of the World. That was also in 2004. She wrote this book, Coyotes, in 2003, and it's a part of a series about, like, nature's predators is what the series is called, and it has about 20 different animals, but she had just written the one specifically on coyotes. She also wrote her own series called Seeds of a Nation, and she wrote one about Alabama in 2003, New Jersey 2003, and North Carolina in 2003. So I selected this book by just walking into the local library and narrowing my search to nonfiction books that are suited for grades 4 through 8. I then went through and looked at all the titles, but I wanted to pick something on animals because children just gear towards learning about animals. I know as a child, I always would pick topics that were related to animals because it's just interesting when you're a child. I thought coyotes were suitable for my intended audience since coyotes do live here in Arizona, and I know a lot of people have seen coyotes, so I thought it would be a relatable topic for them. So, um, so this book is divided into 4 different chapters. The first chapter is called A Most Perfect Predator, and it talks about where they live, how the packs operate, and how many are in each pack. Then it also talks about how they use their different senses for hunting, the structure of their teeth, and how that helps them eat whatever food that they find, and how they're able to kill or collect certain types of food. The second chapter is on scavenging and hunting. So it talks about scavenging. It talks about teamwork hunting versus solo hunting. And then the third chapter is mealtime, and it talks about the structure of eating in the pack. So who will eat first, who will eat second, so on. How they feed their young, and when the young is old enough to end up fending for themselves. And then the fourth chapter is on surviving and thriving, and it talks about what coyotes eat, common diseases that kill coyotes, and then human interactions with coyotes. So this book offers a large amount of information covering everything one would probably want to know about a coyote, everything about their life. So anyways, the 7 interesting things I found in the book. The first is that they can run as fast as 40 miles an hour when hunting, and that was found on page 12. They can jump up to 10 feet high. That's also on page 12. They can smell things from 2 miles away. So that's when it talks about like the senses they have for hunting. I thought that was pretty cool because that's pretty far, 2 miles. And that was on page 15. They can hear mice scurrying beneath snow up to 6 inches. So that's another one of their hunting techniques. An average coyote needs 1.5 to 4 pounds of meat a day, but coyotes also eat fruit, vegetables, and lizards. I didn't know that. I thought they just ate meat. And then the last fact is that one of coyotes' hunting techniques is to lay down and play dead, which is interesting because I didn't know that about their hunting strategies. And coyotes are also born blind, like cats. So anyways, the author found this information by reading books, websites, to research her topic, and at the back of the book is a page of her references. You can find that at the very back of the book. It's very factual, and it's very descriptive, and it breaks down the life of a coyote in different categories. First, focusing on their organization of packs, then how they hunt, then how they eat, and then what harms them and like their lifespan. So the book has a lot of informational text, but it also has a picture on each page to keep it interesting and intriguing for the students. And under each picture is a little blue title giving it like a brief caption. The bigger, more intricate words are bolded, and then in the back of the book, the student can find definitions of those bolded words to help, because like some words that they might not understand or know the meaning of, they can go to the back and then say, oh, that's the meaning of it. I think I wrote some down. So there were like omnivores, scavenge, subspecies. So like those words, those harder words were in the back of the book that they could find the definition for. So I thought that was pretty cool. And so there were photographs on every page, and then there were 2 diagrams. One diagram was the layout of the coyote's teeth, and the other was on coyotes and how they hunt as a pack, like the tactics they use. I think that this book was probably intended for 4th grade because I think it would be a little bit too easy or basic for any higher grade, but it was good for a 4th grade reading level because it had a lot of informational text as well as pictures to keep them like captivated on every single page. So I think that was nice, and it also had bolded vocabulary that might be hard for a 4th grader to understand. And yes, I would recommend this to a student to read because I think it's very informational without it being too much of just pure facts. So I think that they would learn a lot without feeling like they were just reading through a textbook. Okay, thanks for listening.